There will be plays on the network after Leslie's presentation. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, everybody. So I'm so happy to be here with you just to share a little bit what I've been doing with freelancing. So this is like something really, really basic. So this is like if you really want to get into freelancing but you don't know how to do it, this is nothing like super fancy. Like this is a way that you can do it, like that I did it and it worked. And it's completely free. You don't need to spend money. It's really nice. Just keep in mind that while I'm presenting, I'm freelancing. I'm a web developer, so I create websites, right? But maybe most of you, and I think if you're here, maybe you also do that. But if you have like other ways that you want to freelance, you can apply the same principles to the way that you want to do it. Okay. But in this time, I'm gonna focus on web development and just a little. Oh, so just a little bit about me. I don't know if you ever seen me on LinkedIn, but I like to be super active on LinkedIn. You can connect with me on there. So I'm a web developer. I'm a software engineer. I went to BYU Idaho, and I just got my degree. I'm also a UX designer. So my background was UX, and I realized that I love design and I love developing as well. So I kind of went through that. So I love front end. I'm a very creative person and I love doing that. So please connect with me. I love to network and I would love to help you in any way. So the thing that I'm gonna teach you, I learned it from this guy. So I really recommend you if you really want to a community like is really good. There's this community called 100 Devs, and I really love it. Like they have a great support. They teach you how to do a lot of stuff. Like if you're pretty new and doing this, it's a great community. So all the things that I'm gonna teach you, you can. It's mostly from this video because it's where I learn it. So maybe if after this video you still have questions or you would like to learn more about it, like this community is amazing. It's a free course that you can take if you just want to learn how to freelance and other stuff. So it's amazing. So you can take a look up to that after this. So during this presentation I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff, but basically we're going to learn what is freelancing, how you can set up your online presence, how to find clients, how to do a proposal, contracts, how to build client relations, how to invest in, and at the end, if you have questions, we can kind of go over those questions. And well, the first thing that is really important, like I'm not a lawyer, and none of this is legal advice, so that's really important. This is just some things that work, so I'm just not like giving you, oh, you should do this. Like during your freelancing process, there's gonna be things that you're gonna maybe need a lawyer or something. So these are things that you would maybe try to get professional help if you ever need it. Also, I'm not a tax professional, and none of this is tax or financial advice. It's just some things during your journey you might need a tax professional. So if you need it, fine. But this is just like very, very basics, okay? So, why freelancing? So, I don't know why you're in these events, but at least I know that most of the time when I go to these networking events is because I'm looking for a job or I'm pretty new and I just want to get to know people. Like, so freelancing is the best way to do these two things. First, money. You have skills, you're learning, you've been working for a long time, you have skills that other people doesn't have. So you can make money with your skills. So that's really good to know. You can offer value to people with the things that you've been learning. If you did a boot camp, you spend like hours learning. So you have these skills. So maybe if you don't have a job right now, you need to know, like, even if nobody is hiring you right now, you have skills that other people doesn't have, and you can offer value to clients. So this is great. So you can do freelancing and you can get money. When I was in college, I was donating plasma, and it was terrible. I didn't like it, but it was the way to get money, right? And then I heard about this, like just try to build something for someone to get money, and it worked. So I feel like you have those skills, and you can get money with those skills. So that's great. Also, experience. If you're right now like looking for a job, if you don't have a job and you have that gap in your resume, this is great. Like you can do freelancing and you can just say like you were freelancing for that time. So that's the way that you can keep gaining experience, and that will help you in the future to get the job that you want. Okay. So what are some of the results? So uh, the community that share with you, there's a lot of people that they never do freelancing, but they did a like this quiz where like these where they share what they how much money they make, and these are some of the prices of the clients that they land with that. And in my experience, I also land clients with those prices, right? So you need to know like there's people willing to pay for those skills that you have, and you can make like these are some of the results that you can make $300, $1,000. Like you can make money with your skills. So what is freelancing? Freelancing means working as an independent person or company rather than be employed by someone else. So you're, in this case, you're your own boss. You have like, you decide like your time. You get to see what you do with the money that you get. But the most important in freelancing, I feel like, and I don't know about you, and I don't know if you already tried this, or maybe you feel like you don't know how much you should charge or that stuff. So the first thing that you need to know is that you need to learn to know your worth and ask for it. So there's people like in this example that I show you, maybe someone get a client for $50. So the difference between the person that got $50 and the person that got 1,000 is that they ask for it. So you need to learn your worth and ask for it. Don't be afraid to say like, okay, I have those skills and this is my price. So I feel like we just need to confidently learn how to do it. And yeah, so they don't pay you what you do, but for all the things you're learning to know what you do. So there's a there's probably a client that want a website, a really easy website, and maybe they want to do it in Wix. Like Wix is a tool, and maybe they don't want to spend time learning how to do it, but you have the time to do it, and you will spend that time. So they're paying for that value that you're bringing, that those hours that you're learning. So you just need to learn to know your worth and ask for it. So I feel that's something really important in freelancing. So freelancing is also known as self-employed, independent contractor, contract, consultant, or you're gonna hear this a lot, 1099. That's like for taxes. So it doesn't matter how you listen, like this is basically freelancing. So what is the difference? We have, W-2 and 1099. So when you're an employee for a company, you're gonna work for a company and you're gonna receive a W-2 form that shows all the money withheld for taxes, right? But when you are at 1099, no taxes withheld, no insurance, no work extras, no retirement. You are your own boss, and then you get the whole check. So what does this mean? It means that you need to pay your taxes. That's the first thing that you need to do. Like when you're freelancing, you need to plan for this. You're gonna need to set aside some money, and you need to pay your taxes. So I think like most of the contractors do is when they get the check for when they are doing freelancing, they save 30% of that in a saving account to pay taxes. So just keep in mind this: you need to pay taxes if you're doing freelancing. Okay. Okay. So one of the most important things to start doing freelancing is to build your online persona. And I think like sometimes this is like maybe you don't do it a lot enough, but I feel this is really important because if you want to hire clients and if you want to get clients, if you want clients to hire you, you need to build some trust in there. So there are three things that I would recommend you to do in order to do this. First, you need a portfolio. You need a portfolio. You need to have LinkedIn, and you can choose the social media you want, but I say like X or Twitter before. It's really good. So if you have these three things, if you build this, you're good. But this will take a while. It will take a little bit so you can build your persona. So you need to start now. It will take probably around 6 months. But this give you like if you start doing this, then clients will go and try to find you online, and they will see that you have a portfolio, you have a LinkedIn, and that you're like someone like is like it's there. So you can do this in two ways. I think the easiest way is just to build with your first and last name, because that's kind of easier for people to find you. It's easier with contracts and everything. If you're kind of shy, you don't want to show your name, or you don't want people to find you, you can just build your brand if you want. You can also do that, but just your first and last would be perfect for that. So I just want to give you some examples of portfolios that would work. Sometimes I feel, and I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel like people sometimes is afraid of doing freelancing, but they're like, I don't have a good portfolio. I don't have like, if I am gonna do it, I need to invest money in doing this. I need like to hire a designer, so they do that for me. But the reality is just you just need to do it. And I want to show you three examples of people who did this with these portfolios, and they got clients, right? So the first one, and if you join to this community, you will learn about these people. But this is a pretty easy portfolio. Just have, like, hi there, I'm Barbara, full stack software engineer. You have two options. I need a site, I need a dev. And then it will tell you a little bit what they do. They show three projects that you can click on them and see your services, a little bit about you, and then a way to connect. Really easy. And if you look at here, like if you're not like, if you feel like you still like, like in the very beginning, you don't know how to make a website, look at this. She used a template. Like you can use a template. It's okay. It's not about like how you do it. And I know like a lot of you are amazing web developers that can do a website really easy. Maybe a lot of you are just starting, but it's a way to start. So you can also use a template if you want. So this is like something that you could do. And for example, her first client, she got a client like 1,000 for her first client. Then we have this other one. So this guy, he's also like one of part of this community. He got a job in Amazon with this portfolio, and he also got a like client for I think it was 14.95. His first client, a very simple website. He used Netlify to host this. What I'm telling you, and you can do wherever you want. Maybe you can do something better if you want, but this is like you have tools so you can use it really easy, and you can get clients like this. And then, well, my portfolio, I did it with React, um, and then yeah, so it was just a little bit like, for me it's just like I'm a designer and I just wanted to do it a little bit more kind of like, interactive. I'll show some of my skills. You just show what you do, you share a little bit of your projects, and then you do your skills, and then just let's talk about it. The thing is like you don't have to do like a lot of crazy stuff to kind of start doing freelancing. Yeah.
What does the toggle button do? At the bottom. It's good.
Which one? This one?
Toggle at the bottom.
Oh, so I'm a UX designer and I'm a web developer. So I kind of have like these two things. Yeah. Yeah. So this is what you basically need. Like you can spend time doing like a really good portfolio, or you can just use a template. Like you honestly, you can do as soon as you can start get clients to, if you need money, if you need experience, this is a way that you can do it. Yeah, so okay, so Twitter and LinkedIn. So this is really important. I feel like it's a way that you can build that trust with your clients. If there should be a way that they can look you up on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and they can see like what you do. So people usually is gonna believe what you say about yourself. So if you go there and say like, oh, I'm an aspiring software engineer, junior software engineer, the reality is like, we were talking about this, nobody wants to hire a junior software engineer or aspiring software engineer. So you just need to go there and say like, you're a software engineer. You are like, you know how to solve problems. You're spending that time to solve those problems. So you just go there and just like put the things that are interesting to you. In this case, like UX focus, front-end developer, software engineer, UX designer, the tools that you know, and also like some things that you like to do for fun. I feel like that's something really important, that people see that you're a real person, that you have hobbies, like something normal. But if you build this and then you work on your LinkedIn, you ask for references, you put your what you do and you try to post like often, this will help you a lot to build credibility and build your online persona. So this is really important. Okay, so let's use examples. So if you're a if designer equals true, then design your portfolio. But if you're not a designer, you can just use a template. Like if you feel like you don't want to get like freelancing clients because you're great at coding, but honestly, like to be honest, like your design is not the best, just use a template. This is just to start doing stuff and then to start just getting clients. Like if you need money, you can do it with templates, to be honest. And there's a lot of places where you can get templates, right? But these are still skills because you need to know HTML, CSS. If you decide to write another template, like I don't know, like for Next or for React, you need to know these things. So you have those skills, but you can use templates that have amazing designs. Let me show you some of them. And I've done that. Like I have some clients that I just build their websites with templates. And if you can see the portfolio that I show you, these are amazing templates. These ones are for free, HTML5. If you have a client and you want something really quick, you can just download this one, VS Code, edit it, and you can just sell it. People doesn't know how to do that. You know how to do it, so you could do that if you do that. And then when you can, after you get your first client, you can invest a little bit more money, and maybe you should know other places to get better templates. For my other clients, I bought this template in Next. It's really nice. I just edit it, and it's really professional. Design looks cool. So I'm guessing if you're a coder that doesn't have great abilities on design, just use templates, and in that way you can offer value to your client. You can build something amazing, and they will come back. Um, okay, so yeah, so templates are amazing if for your first clients used to do it. Hosting, you can use Netlify, Vercel. All of this is free. All the things that I'm giving you are free. You can start tomorrow. You can find a client and you can offer all of this without having to invest money. Domain we have the one that I like is Namecheap, but you can use whatever you want, or you can use your Netlify that app for free. Most of the clients that you're gonna find, a lot of them they don't care about this. Most of them they will care, and then you can add that to the price. But if not, you can do this. Like you have options. And then how to find clients. Okay, we have the skills, we have the ability to do, we are coders, we know how to do it, but how to find clients, right? So we can start in a lot of ways, but the first thing that you can do is start close. Talk to friends, talk to family, social media, and you would be surprised how many clients you can find in this way. Like my first client, I remember I found it with in my church when I was talking to my bishop and I told him that I create websites. And he's like, oh, I need a website. It was a Wix website. And he paid me $300 just for doing a Wix website. So it's just like you just need to start talking about it. And then sometimes your client, they already have a website, they have like Wix or WordPress or this kind of stuff. We're engineers. We solve problems. We can learn. If you don't know how to use it, you just take a couple hours and learn it, right? And then you get your first client. And then in that way, you start building. And if you need money, there is like you can do it. So this is like the first one, like start really close. The second one is go local. So if you've seen The Office, this guy of events from Events Refrigeration. So something like when you go to networks, events, you always need to introduce yourself. Like, hey, my name is Leslie Cruz, and I'm a local web developer here in Utah, and I create websites, and I've done it. And I feel like I love networking events, and I'm always doing this, and I say that I'm a freelancer, and I don't say like, oh, do you need a website? No, I just say like I'm a freelancer. I do websites, and then people is like, oh, I need a website. So it's like this guy, like he's not like one of the main actors, but you know what he does because he always introduces himself, and it's the same. So if you go to a place, you say what you do, and then this is something really good. But networking events, it's great to find clients. You can also do listings like Craigslist, Nextdoor, Facebook Marketplace. These places are not like the best, but it doesn't hurt to try. Like I tried Nextdoor and I posted it like 3 weeks ago, and I got a client from there. It was something really simple, but like it doesn't hurt to try. But the important is go local. So also places like if you love that place where you get tacos, just try to see if they have a website. If they don't have a website, okay, you can build a website really quick with a template, really cool, and just talk to them and say, hey, I built a website for you. And then this is a way that you can start getting clients. Um, yeah, so also like the other one is like just outbound, pick a niche, and just start to, I don't know, maybe just pick like I was doing one for Chinese Asian food. So I was doing like for restaurants, and I built a website for them, and then just like kind of change the logo, and just talk to a bunch of them and say like, hey, I have a website for you, do you want it? And it's just like you just need to do it. I feel like if you go local, it's really good because people will trust you a little bit. If you say like, there's a lot of people that try to sell you things, but when you try to go local here in Utah, it's something really good. And if you don't know what to say, there's this script that they show in the video that I showed you before, and they basically do this. They call the place that they want to do. So there's something that with the Asian restaurants. So I made a list of the restaurants that sell food, and I just gonna say their current website. If it was bad, okay, good, bad. So if they have a bad website, build a nice one with a template, and then call them. If they have a good website, build a better one, and then call them. You know, and then we can dial for dollars. You can do that. You can call them. If you call 10 of them, maybe half of them gonna say like, no, don't call me again. But maybe two are gonna say like, oh, okay, yes, and maybe just one. You're gonna get one client, but maybe you can get a client from $300, $500 just for calling and doing an effort, right? So this is a script or something that you can say. You don't have to say this, but this is kind of something like I say. Like you can say like, hey, do you have a website where I could see your menu? No. Odd question, but is a business owner available? What is if they say no? What is her name and when are they normally around? If they ask why, you say, I'm a Utah based web developer. I make websites and would love to help out with your local business. If they say yes, I'm the owner. I'm a Utah based web developer and I make websites and I would love to help out your local business. If they're busy, you can call back. The thing is, like, you just need to be persistent and say, like, just try to always have a conversation, talking to them. Don't hang up until they agree to a $100 package or they hang up on you. So you can just try to kind of sell this idea that they need a website, and that's true. Like a lot of businesses, and you can tell me maybe you also do it. Like when I go to the restaurant, if they don't have a website, sometimes I don't like to go because I feel like it's better when they have a website. So they need a website. Everyone needs a website. So it's something that you can definitely try to do. So if you do this, if you talk to your family, if you go local and you can't find clients, and I can almost assure you that that's not possible, you will find clients. You can go why if you have to. So you can try these websites like Upwork and that stuff. The thing about those ones is there's a lot of competition. So it's kind of hard. Like if you're going to do that, you need to spend a lot of time like working on your portfolio, working on your profile there, like so it's just gonna be a little bit like harder. And then also you need to, I think, price high because most of the people there would value more. They would think like the value that you offer is more when you price high. But yes, I never tried it, but I heard that those are the things that work for me. It worked like go close and local, so that's where it worked for me. But if you want to try on forums, all that stuff, that's what you can do. The other thing that you can do if you don't want to go local and then you want to just you can build authority around a niche. So you need to pick something and become an expert in it. For example, like let's say there's dentist office. You can learn everything about it, everything to make like the great website, what tools you can use to maybe schedule appointments or something like. But you need to be the best and like really, really commit if you don't want to go local. So these are some of your options. Um, Okay, so once you get a client, what's next, right? So you need a proposal. So usually when you get a client, you tell them, hey, I create websites. Um, the way to do it, and we'll talk a little bit more of that, but you can use these things, Proposify, where they'll build a website for you. Sorry, a proposal. So it's really nice. They're like free proposals that you can use. You don't have to pay for one. There's like pretty simple like it shows like your overview and goals, and then it shows like what are your services. You can also talk about, it talks about, I think, like recommendations, maybe a budget as well. Yeah, in here, like how many, what is gonna be the time frame. Like you in a proposal, you show what are your services and what value are you gonna offer to the client. So if you don't know how to do this, you can use this one. There's another one like in PandaDoc. This one is pretty easy. The last one that I use, let me see. It was for my last client. It was a nonprofit organization. Oh, well, but it's just basically like it's pretty similar to this one, where I just show what I do and then how long it will take me to do that and the price that I'm gonna charge. And yeah, just basically like the project cost. So you need a proposal. And if you want, I can just share these ones with you so you can start. You can create your own one with AI, whatever you want. But there's like a lot of resources to start. And then yeah, so after the proposal, you're gonna need a contract. So what a contract basically just protects both parties, says what happens when something goes wrong. That's it, right? There's like if you want a contract, there's this one that you can. Before it was free, now it's like $10, but it's really good. So it's this one that you can go to this website and you can buy it. It's really good. It's just for like to start. They also have this one on GitHub. Maybe it's just like a good base, like if you want a contract. But basically, yeah, you need like this. But as I was telling you, like maybe in the future you're gonna need a better contract or something like that. But I think like the most important things that you need to have in your contract is first, like the first part, like example is like if something happens, like I don't know, if for some reason they lost profits or lost savings or other incident, consequential person that damages, like you need to say like you're not like it's not your fault, like you it's not because of you that is happening. Or also like we want to show this in our portfolios, right? So I feel like they're gonna be licensed to use what you created once it's paid in full. So you also need to put like kind of something like this so you can say that you can use the content to show it in your portfolio. And then again, it depends on the client. It's like maybe you would need another stuff, maybe you need to talk to them, maybe you need to try to find for legal advice, but this is something like very like general. So okay, so you have your client. So you go to this networking event. You say like, okay, I'm Leslie Cruz. I'm a software engineer and I create websites. And they say, okay, I need a website. So the way that we start is you can schedule a meeting with them and say like, okay, tell me about your project, and then let them talk. Let them talk what they dream, what are their dreams, what they want to do, what things they want in their project. Just let them talk and take notes. Takes a lot of notes to understand what they want. And then the magic question when we talk about prices in this stuff. So, where's your budget? This is really important. I feel like when it comes to freelancing, a lot of people will ask you like, what is your hourly rate? I feel like when you do this, the usual I don't know, I don't like this because when you're good at something, maybe it will take you 2 hours to create a website. But then if you're really good and you used to create 2 hours, they're not paying for the value of your skills, right? So for that reason, it's better to ask them. You never offer prices, never say like, oh, I $300 for this. No, you always ask, what is your budget? And sometimes I feel like this is where I found like it's kind of hard because you're like, I don't know, I never done this, blah blah blah. Then you just say, no, just tell me where's your budget. Like just be nice, be firm, like what is your budget? And you would be surprised. I remember one of my clients, he just wanted a landing page. It was really easy. And then I asked this question. I was willing to take $100, to be honest. But then I asked, where is your budget? And he said, what, 1,000? And then I was like, okay, I can work with that. And then, yeah, so you just need to ask this question. And then you can, after doing that, you can say like, you need to be realistic. You need to see, okay, if he wants all of this, but he's offering me this money, I can offer you this. So that's what you usually say. So when someone asks me, like, what do you do? Like, how much do you charge? I always say, I work by project. So I just want to hear what you want, and then I tell you what can I do with your budget. So in this way, it's good for both of you. Um, yeah, so we always need to be firm and clear. So don't let someone try to convince you to take less money. I feel like when these with these clients, it won't work, because if it's gonna it's if it's hard in the beginning, it's gonna be always hard. So sometimes if you lose a client because of that reason, it's okay. You're gonna find people that will be willing to pay what you're offering, because you're offering value to them, right? So just yeah, be firm with that. You know your worth, and you know how to ask for it, so do that. Something that is really important when you're freelancing, always live up to these two things: under promise, over deliver. Set realistic expectations, then go above and beyond to impress. Right? So you set these realistic expectations by saying, okay, I can do this, and then always offer value. Like the clients, if you do your best, they're gonna come back. A lot of people believes like for freelancers they have to have like 20 clients, and in that way you're gonna make a lot of money. But sometimes a lot of freelancers, they just have one client that comes back because you did a great job. And they like right now the client that I have is I just have one. Well, I have two, but the big one is just one, and they're coming back, and that's where I make the money right now. I don't have a job right now. I just do freelancing, and that's I'm paying bills with that. So I feel like you can do that. So yeah, so under promise, over deliver. That's always important. And also, so when you're working on this project, you need to leave some room for help, because sometimes, like maybe someone tells you, okay, I need this website, and you know it will take you 4 weeks, but you always say 8 weeks because you don't know what's going to happen. Maybe you were going to need more time, maybe something's going to crash, maybe you're going to need help. So you need to have time and money. You need to leave room to help to get help in time and money. Time for like to be able to deliver a good product to the client, and money. So sometimes, if you're working on a more large project and there's something that you need that you don't know how to do, maybe you need to hire another engineer to help you. So you need to set aside a little bit of money to be able to pay that engineer, right? So are things that you should think when you're freelancing, and leave that room for help. Also, get a deposit. I feel like this is really important. Um, I don't know about you, but when I first started, I was always afraid to talk about money. I was like, oh, I don't know. But then that's really good. You say like, okay, give me 50%. In that way, it means that we're committed to do this project. You get 50. And then when you're done, you deliver the work. And if they like it, they give you the other 50%. And that's really good. And most of the clients are always going to say yes. And I think it's a really good thing to do. Always get a deposit before start working. So this is also important. And also, you need to know, like, when you start freelancing, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes, and that's okay. You just need to learn. I lost clients, yeah, because I didn't communicate. I lost clients because I didn't know how to work, how to leave room for help. So you're gonna lose clients. That's gonna happen. The thing is, like, you always need to be learning and to be willing to start again. And then you're gonna learn, and then you're gonna get better clients, and then you're gonna do better work, and then those clients gonna come back, and then it's gonna be good. But don't be discouraged at the beginning. You're like, oh, I don't know how to do it, and then you make mistakes. It's totally fine. That's how we learn. And get help when needed. That this is really important. Like, I know a lot of us, we have like things that we're really good at it, but sometimes there are things that we're not. Maybe we're great at coding, but we don't know like how to build like a great design, or how to make a logo, or how to place things in a way that would work. So just get help so you can offer more value to your clients, and your clients can come back. And at the end, just when after your first client, try to reinvest. You can get a better portfolio when you get a little bit of money. You can maybe get a better portfolio, hire someone to make your logo, a better proposal, better contract, maybe a business entity. Like, you can start to do it like more stuff, like a lawyer if you need it, a CPA if you need it. So you can just reinvest your money. But all these things, you can do them tomorrow. You can start. The only thing is that you need that momentum to say like, okay, I'm gonna do it. You need money. You don't have a job. You need experience to add to your resume. There is. You can start tomorrow. The only thing is like you need to know like you can do it. Um, I was when I started to do freelancing, I graduated. I didn't have like a lot of money and I have a lot of experience, and I was afraid like to do a lot of stuff. But I started. It wasn't perfect, but now it's like I'm so grateful because I take the leap and I decided to start. And I'm so grateful for a lot of people, community like you guys. We are here to help us each other. So if you want to start and you don't know how to do it, I'm not perfect at it, but I feel like I can help you if you need it. We have amazing communities here in Utah that will help you too, and you can do it. Seriously, you can do it. Um, yeah. So I think that's all for my presentation. But please connect with me if you need help. Like if you have project and you need some help with design or front end or anything, or you feel like you want to do freelancing but you don't feel like you can do it, just talk to me. I would love to help you because I was able to do it, and I know you can do it. And again, you can follow that community. It's amazing. If you want to watch that video, it's basically what I talk about. But that one is 3 hours. So I did 30 minutes. So I tried to just like, like try to summary a lot, but it's really good if you want to watch it. But okay, so we have time. I just want to have just these 3 minutes for questions. If you have questions, if you don't have questions, you can also reach out to me later. But yeah, but do you have any question? Yes.
Do you charge for names? Or
You can decide to do that if you want. This is up to you. A lot of people, I feel like, in my opinion, I don't like to do it because I feel like sometimes it's the first time. Well, yeah, if they ask you, you can say like, yeah, I charge this for maintenance. But some contractors will do like, okay, I charge you this, and then you need to pay me monthly, like I don't know, $100 for doing that, for maintaining your project. But and personally, I don't like to do it. But if you want to, you can do it. I always rather when they want to come back to me and they want me to do another proposal, or I charge it like a separate project. I like that better. Yeah, yeah. Any other question? No. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much. Can I just?